Are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here with my brother Tim, and today we got another MLB slate. We're going to be going over for today. Should be a fun slate of games. How are you doing so far today, Tim?
Can't complain. I'm just setting out all the stuff, so give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, you guys know what we always do in the beginning before we break down the slates for today. We look what happened yesterday. And I'm lucky WNBA went 3-0 for me yesterday. Because I went overall 2-5 in baseball. I got losses from the Angels and the Brewers first five, Minnesota team total, and Philadelphia first five run line, which was was my best bet of the day. I did get wins from the first five under in New York and the first five run line for St. Louis before St. Louis completely collapsed on themselves. So overall, not a good day in baseball, but WNBA kind of lifted me up there with a nice 3-0, cash the dream under, and push. Our premium player won on that under in Connecticut. I personally pushed. So overall, a nice day on WNBA. Not a great day in baseball, but I'm hoping today's a better day. Plus, we have college football this weekend, and we got UFC this weekend. We got a lot of stuff this weekend. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be an action-packed weekend. It's gonna be interesting. But how was your day yesterday, Tim?
That was all right. Nothing crazy. Looking at some of the stuff, I know my Counter-Strike day was 1 and 2. Glad Group B is over. Group C is already off to a good start. Sent it this morning, hit a plus 152 big to sweep bet. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, and one thing that was a little bit frustrating with yesterday, Nick mentioned our WNBA plays went 3-0. I typed them up for the site. I clicked them on everything, and then for some reason I never bet them. I don't know what happened. I just forgot to bet them. I thought I bet them. I clicked off of it, and so unfortunately that didn't work out. So it ended up being a losing day for me. But I did get the under in the Mets game, so that cashed. We had the Brewers, did not cash. So much for Toronto going under 6 games in a row, 10-7 game there. Our best bet was that Philadelphia run line. I had a feeling after Matt Moore got replaced that one was going to end up being a loser. I had the under in the Pirates game, 11-7, fantastic. Under in the Dodger game was nice. Yankees, God, I hate the Yankees. I really they went up 6-0. And then Oakland tied it by the 5th. Luckily, they won in the 9th, but God, they had such a good lead, and then they blew it and then made us sweat it and whatever. And then I had the run line for Seattle, and that was looking good until Perez decided to put a grand slam out. So overall, it was a losing day in baseball. WNBA would have been nice to have and bring me back up, but I messed up on that one. But yeah, overall, can't complain. And on to today.
Absolutely. We'll look at the chat here. AM saying, weird day yesterday. Why is this being slow? Yeah, let's turn it around today, but only if you like and share. Obviously, you have to like the video unless you're going to just get bad mojo. You're going to get bad luck, and your bets are going to lose if you don't like the stream here. Latoya Wilson says, good morning, guys. I cashed out early on the plays I did yesterday. Definitely not a great day, but I hope today will be a little bit better. Hey, it is what it is. You live to survive another day, and you live to bet another day. Rays and Reds money line. We'll get to those. Rays are a big favorite. I don't know if you would go on the money line with them, -213, and the Reds
-138.
-138. They're not as bad, but we will look over those games as well. But you ready to kick off today's baseball slate?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
All right, let's kick it on off here with the Arizona Diamondbacks at the Philadelphia Phillies. This is at 7:05. Aaron Nola taking on Taylor Widener, the pitching matchup for this one. -248 for the Phillies, a +222 for these Diamondbacks. A total of 8.5 in this game. Where are you looking to kick off today's slate?
All right. I did do a free pick video on this one last night, so if you guys did miss it, I'm just going to give it to you here. If you want to watch the video, get us that extra view. That's cool. But I'm going under. It's actually at plus money right now at 8.5. A little bit of surprise there. Looking at these two teams, they have not really been hitting particularly that well. Yes, yesterday that game went way over, but I don't care. Both teams trending to the under, 4-5-1 records each, and we get a good matchup. We get Taylor Widener, who has been pitching solid lately. 1 run in 5 innings, 1 run in 5 innings, 2 runs in 5 innings in his last 3 starts. All of them W's. Keep that one in mind. On the other side, you get Aaron Nola, who's been, besides getting hit a little bit against Cincinnati, has been solid his past 5 starts. So I do like the under in this one. I don't like these offenses. I think this one's a low scoring game.
Sounds good. Yeah. Looking at the pitching matchup for me here, Taylor Widener is 2-1, a 4.34 ERA, a 1.38 WHIP, 56 innings pitched, 60 strikeouts, and 29 walks. On the other side, Aaron Nola is 7-7 with a 4.33 ERA, a 1.12 WHIP, 143 and a third innings pitched, 174 strikeouts, and 33 walks. And looking at this matchup here, we're getting a Arizona team. Yes, they suck on the road. I'm well aware of that. They're 17-49 on the road. They've been playing not bad baseball lately, though. They've won 6 of the last 10 games. They've won 2 in a row coming into this. And they're coming in against a struggling Philadelphia team that is 2-8 in their last 10 games. They've lost 3 in a row. And you're expecting me to lay minus 250, close to minus 250 on this team?
Oop, I forgot to adjust the line from yesterday.
Yeah, this is a game where you're expecting me to lay that type of juice? No, thank you here. I'm going to take a shot on the dog here. I just added this onto my card as I was looking at the game, at this game a minute ago. And I'm going to take a shot here with Arizona in the first 5 innings at a plus 210. I'm fading a Phillies team that is not playing good baseball right now. And this is a point where Aaron Nola is good, yeah, but I don't think he's minus 250 good right now. He's been a very disappointing pitcher. I was expecting him to be a top 5, maybe a top 10 candidate for a Cy Young Award this year. And he's not looked that good because he was that good last season. But he just hasn't been that great this season. I think Taylor Widener is good enough to keep the Diamondbacks in this game. I think this could be a low-scoring game as well, so I'll lean towards the under. But I like the Diamondbacks here in the first 5 innings at plus 210.
I like it. A little bit of a dog to start off the day.
Of course.
We'll go ahead and move on over to this beauty of a game.
Yeah, we have the St. Louis Cardinals are at the Pittsburgh Pirates for this one, around a minus 145 for the Cardinals, around plus 135 run back here on the Pirates. A total of 9 in this game. We get J.A. Happ and Dylan Peters for the matchup here. J.A. Happ so far this season is 7-6 with a 5.88 ERA, a 1.48 WHIP, and 121 innings pitched. He has 96 strikeouts and 37 walks. But since he's joined St. Louis, he's 2-0 with a sub-2 ERA, 1.99. On the other side, we're getting Dylan Peters here, who this season is 0-1 with a 1.86 ERA, a 1.24 WHIP. Granted, only 9 2/3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts and 4 walks. And I like this move. Now, we were looking at this during trade deadline, thinking, what are the Cardinals doing, picking up John Lester and J.A. Happ? J.A. Happ has looked a lot better in St. Louis than he did in Minnesota, and I'm more willing to back him here. And that's exactly what I did today. I'm going with the St. Louis Cardinals. Oh, wow, this line's moved a little bit too. You can get it at even money. First 5, minus a half a run, even money. I got it at minus 110, but I wish I waited a couple minutes and bet it now because money's coming in on the Pirates. So first 5, minus half a run at even money is where I'm going here with the St. Louis Cardinals today.
All right, and I'll have plays from the first 2 games. This one I promise will be totally different from the play that I had the first game. I'm going under. I know this one, once again, very similar to last night. This game went way over. 11-7 Pittsburgh, big comeback, crazy game. I'm coming back today and saying this one goes under. Peters, I know, very small sample size, looks solid. On the other side, yeah, J.A. Happ, I pulled up his stats. Since he's joined St. Louis, 2 runs in 5 innings, 1 run in 6 innings, no runs in 5 innings, 2 runs in 6 innings. He's been solid. He's been absolutely solid, and he's been exactly what St. Louis needed. And I think he shuts down Pittsburgh today. I think the bullpens come in handy and get the job done. I like this one to go under the total of 9.
Sounds good. We'll look at the chat after I break down we're in between games. So
yep.
Yeah, I can look at the chat here. Lex saying the Reds run line. I can get behind that.
Yeah, we'll get to that game in just a minute.
He said, "Sup guys? Oh yeah, Angels game was a total upset. Yeah, I wasn't happy with that one.
I laid off."
Marcos saying, "Oh, what up, my favorite guys? Earle Twins. Let's get that cash today. Hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button, of course. I appreciate it there, Marcos." All right, we'll move on to the next game here where we have the Baltimore Orioles hosting the Tampa Bay Rays. We get Shane McClanahan. We get the GOAT, Matt Harvey, in this pitching matchup here. -215 for the Rays, around +195 run back on the O's. Total of 10 in this game. What are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, this one's going to be a pass. For the record, I only have 6 games bet on this. 15 game? No, 12 games late? Because we are missing some of the lines still. I only have 6 games bet. This is just not one that I wanted to get to. We have seen a little bit of line movement in this one, though. Noticing that since we put up the thing. It went from a 10.5 to a 10. So the books are lean. There's money coming in on that under, which is a little bit surprising to me. If anything, it would be a lean towards the over. Tampa Bay, 7-2-1 to the over their last 10 games. And Baltimore, 6-3-1 to the over. That would be my best lean. There's no way I'm laying a -220 on Tampa Bay, especially with these red-hot Baltimore Orioles winning 2 straight games. And then the run line for Tampa Bay is -152. So I'm not interested in anything from this game. Probably a lean towards the over, but that line movement is starting to scare me a little bit.
Yeah, looking at this game for me, I'm on a couple spots in this one. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Shane McClanahan and Matt Harvey. McClanahan is 8-4 with a 3.63 ERA, a 1.28 WHIP, and 94 1/3 innings pitched, 113 strikeouts, and 31 walks. On the other side, Matt Harvey, 6-13, a 6.27 ERA, a 1.54 WHIP, 113 1/3 innings pitched, 89 strikeouts, and 34 walks. And looking at this matchup, I have 2 plays on this game. Number 1, I'm going over the total. I wish I got it this morning at 10 instead of 10.5. I think that the Rays should get plenty of runs against this really bad Orioles team because you're getting Matt Harvey, and then after Matt Harvey, you're getting that glorious Baltimore bullpen. So this is another spot where, the Rays should be able to tack on plenty of runs against the Orioles today. I'm also going with the Rays here, first 5 on the run line here, -0.5 run. You can get it for -150. I think that's a fine price to pay for the Tampa Bay Rays here in the first 5 innings against Matt Harvey. Shane McClanahan is infinitely the better pitcher in this matchup. Tampa Bay is definitely the better team by a long shot. And Tampa Bay is an elite team in elite form. So they are 38-25 on the road. They've won 8 of their last 10 games. They've won 4 in a row. Yes, they are facing the Red Hot Orioles that snapped their 19-game losing streak and have won back-to-back games. Big deal. I don't care. This Orioles team is not good. They're 21-45 on the road. They are struggling. They still have lost 8 of their last 10 games and 19 of their last 21. So let's not get it twisted. Yes, the Orioles are still bad. Just because they win back-to-back games does not mean we're going to jump on them all of a sudden now. No. Give me the over and give me the Tampa Bay Rays on the first 5 run line in this one.
Sounds good. Lex Steele, Rays -2.5. Don't mind it. Or Rays -6.5.
Team total.
Oh, that's team total. Team total. Yep. Got it. Orioles, dude, we're joking. After they lost 19 straight games, they won 2 straight, and I'm like, Well, now they're the red-hot Orioles. Nothing's going to stop them now. Ready for the World Series?
Yeah. I don't touch totals 5.5 or higher usually, so I'm not going to touch that 6.5 because you're asking a major league team to score 7 runs against another major league team, and that's just something you can't rely on every night. Even with Matt Harvey and that bullpen, you never know, they can have a good night some of these nights. So I do think that this is a viable play. I just don't touch it more than 5.5. I just think that's asking a little bit too much.
Yeah.
You got you. All right. Moving on to the next matchup here, we have the Washington Nationals at the New York Metropolitans here. Minus 190 for the Mets, a plus 175 for the Nationals in this game. A total of 9 for this matchup. We get Rich Hill, Paulo Espino. Espino is 3-4 with a 4.28 ERA, a 1.20 whip, and 75 2/3 innings pitched. He has 58 strikeouts and 15 walks. On the other side here, we have Rich Hill, who this season is 6-5 with a 4.13 ERA, a 1.20 whip. He has thrown 122 innings pitched, struck out 107, and walked 43. And look at this matchup. These are two teams that I want nothing to do with right now, and that's coming from someone who is a lifetime Mets fan. I want nothing to do with this Mets team right now. I want nothing to do with the Nationals. Both these teams are struggling. Nationals coming in losing 6 of their last 10. The Mets coming in losing 8 of their last 10 and 3 in a row. They just got swept again by the Giants. And this is just not a Mets team I'm particularly looking to get behind and back. Yes, I understand. Now they finally, for the first time in 2 weeks, are playing a team not called the LA Dodgers or the San Francisco Giants, which the schedule makers really hate the Mets because they did them dirty, especially when they first went out to San Fran after playing a Sunday night game and going on a Monday night. And then I just noticed today when the Braves were going from playing the Yankees to the Giants, MLB gave them 2 days off when they stayed at home. Please explain that one to me. This is ridiculous. But with that being said, I want nothing to do with this game. Be slightly towards the under in this one, not touching it.
Nats have been better than the Mets the last 4 weeks. Who have the Nationals played? The Mets had to play the Dodgers, the Giants, the Dodgers, the Giants. Last time the Mets won a series was against these Nationals when they swept them. Honestly, I could see them. If anything, yes, they just came off of this horrible stretch. The Mets now get to face Nationals, Miami, Nationals again, for 13 games straight. And if I even try to think about their season, now is the time. Through these next, how many games? Let's see. They get 1, 2, 3 against the Nationals, 1, 2, 3, 4 against Miami, and then 5 against the Nationals, and then 3 against Miami. So during this next 2 weeks, they need to go. They get 3 plus 4, 7 plus 5, 12 plus. In the next 15 games, if the Mets want to have a shot at thinking about playoffs,
they need to win 11 to 12.
They need to win 12 to 13 games out of those 15. So they got to be coming out strong. That being said, I want nothing to do with this.
Maybe a slight lean towards that Mets first drive run line at minus 125.
No.
Once again, I'm not trying to get involved on this Mets team that's played like absolute crap lately.
Yeah, no, I'm not interested in anything from this game. I'm not betting the Mets. And you'd have to lay the run line on them. Not interested. And I'm not going to bet the Nationals because Nationals have not looked good either. And then as for the total, Mets have gone under 8 out of their last 10. Nationals have gone over 7 out of their last 10. So split there. Not interested in this game. Moving on to the next one when I have a play.
Yeah.
Mark my words. Nats run line or money line likes this. Hey, that's fine. I'll pass on the game, but if anything, I'll be leaning on the Nationals. Most people you should be leaning on the Nationals.
This is a bum fight right now.
The only thing with the Nationals is their road record is 23-39.
Yeah.
They're not good. So this one's a pass for me. We'll move on.
Yeah, easy pass there. Move on here. Cincinnati Reds are at the Miami Marlins here. Wade Miley, Zach Thompson, the pitching matchup for this one. You can get the Cincinnati Reds for a -135 at the +125 the other way here with the Marlins with a total of 8 runs in this game. Are you looking at getting involved in this one at all?
I already said I was, and I like Cincinnati. I grabbed them at the money line. I don't really care. Unfortunately, I got a bad price last night. I got them at 144. They should be winning this game. Wade Miley has been solid this year, especially his last 3 out of 4 outings. 0 runs in 7 innings against Pittsburgh. Good run. Unfortunately, a 5-run in 5 innings against the Braves. Not really concerned there because then he went back and did 0 runs in 7 innings and then 2 runs in 4 innings. So he's been solid his past couple of games. I'm all right with it. And I think he left that one game because of no, I think it was rain.
Right.
But Cincinnati should take care of business. Miami is very similar to the Mets. Lost 8 out of their last 10 games. Totally out of it. Money's coming in on Miami for whatever reason. Maybe a letdown spot because Cincinnati's coming off a big series against Milwaukee. But no, Cincinnati's going to be playing hard. They now have a 2-game lead in that wild card thanks to the Dodgers sweeping San Diego. So no, Cincinnati is definitely interested in these games. These are the games that they have to win, and they're going to.
I was going to say 1 second. Got to click on this here. Listen to the plus money, honey. Here.
Listen to the boss.
Listen to the boss. All right.
Reds -1.5. I would be all right with that too. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
I was going to say it's my turn to break down this game. Wade Miley's 10-4 with a 2.88 ERA, 1.23 WHIP. In 137 and 2/3 innings pitched, 107 strikeouts, and 45 walks. And Zach Thompson on the other side is 2-5 with a 2.97 ERA, a 1.09 WHIP in 52 and 2/3 innings pitched, 51 strikeouts, and 21 walks. And looking at this matchup here, this is a spot where I'm actually leaning towards the Marlins in this spot. I think this line should have been a little bit closer. I understand why money is coming in on the Marlins. I like Zach Thompson overall as a pitcher. He has a sub-3 ERA, a 1.09 WHIP, so he's not a bad overall pitcher. And the Reds are not as good on the road as they are at home, obviously. They're only 34-30 at home or on the road. And this Miami team is coming in with a little bit of momentum. They've won their last 2 games. So it would be a slight lean towards the Marlins in this spot. I know you're giving me weird looks, but it would be a slight lean towards the Marlins here. I think that this is a spot where, this should be closer to a pick'em. I have this game lined around -110. So, and looking at, let's see, a decent amount of money coming in on the Reds, according to my site here, where 64% of the money coming on the Reds, but the line's only getting the line's moving in favor of the Marlins. So that's just showing me that I'm seeing a lot of sharp money here on the Miami Marlins on this side. So it would be a dog or pass spot for me here.
I went Cincinnati. That's fine. That's fine, though. Miami's pitchers' losses have been by 2 or more. 4 out of the last 5. Miami, in general, losing by 2 or... that tends to happen. Reds money line -1.5 1 line. Either one will work. Cincinnati should take care of business tonight. We'll go ahead and move on to this one.
We have the Boston Red Sox are at the Cleveland Indians in this one, around -180 for the Red Sox, around +165 for these Indians, a total of 10 in this game. We get Guadal Rodriguez versus Logan Allen, the pitching matchup for this one. And looking at the pitching matchup here, Guadal Rodriguez is 9-7 with a 5.19 ERA, a 1.40 WHIP, and 119 and 2/3 innings pitched, 148 strikeouts, and 37 walks. On the other side, Logan Allen's 1-5 with a 9.13 ERA, a 1.81 WHIP, and 22 and 2/3 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, and 11 walks. And one thing looking at this game is these are 2 pitchers that do give up a lot of runs. And I did jump on this game earlier today. And yes, it was these 2 pitchers. And looking at this matchup here, Boston's been trending heavily towards the over as of late. They've gone over in 6 of their last 10 games, but they've gone over in 5 in a row. And on the other side, Cleveland's posted a 5-4-1 over-under record in the last 10 games, including a 2-0-1 over-under record in their last 3 games. So I'm going towards the over this one. I got it at 9.5 this morning. It's bumped up half a run to 10, and I totally agree with that line movement. I'm going over in this game here between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. I got it at 9.5. You can get it now at 10. I think we see plenty of runs in this game.
It does screen to the over, but I pass on this one. Just looking at the lines, it would have to be. I mean, it doesn't have to be Red Sox or nothing. Cleveland's actually hasn't been that bad. They've won 7 out of their last 10. So they've been pitching. I'm just not fading the Red Sox right now, especially when Cleveland has Logan Allen on the mound, who has not pitched well. He's gotten 1 win, and that was the second week of the season. Hasn't gotten a win since April. This is actually going to be his first start since July 5th. I believe he got called back up. I don't think he got injured. I could be wrong, because I don't really recognize that name that well. This one's it's got to be over or nothing. Maybe a slight lean towards Cleveland at plus money, but nothing I'd be interested in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, can I also mention something about last night's game with Boston?
Mm-hmm.
We need to acknowledge something here. Even though he's been gone for a while, Chris Sale is elite. He's elite. He's 3-0 with a 2.35 ERA in his first 3 starts. He has looked absolutely fantastic. He's given up all of 4 runs in 15 1/3 innings pitched. Chris Sale is elite. Also, you know what he did last night, right?
No.
He had an immaculate inning.
9 pitches, 9 strikes.
9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts. Chris Sale is elite. I just wanted to mention that.
Fair enough. Jump over to the chat real quick. Yerfie, perhaps, maybe.
Absolutely.
I don't mind that. This game scares me. Boston is too inconsistent. Cleveland a bit too. Boston scored when they played well. Cleveland doesn't bat like that and wins with unders. This is an MC Hammer. Can't pitch this. Hey, fair enough. I know that. I stayed off of it, so I agree with you. We'll go ahead and move on to this game.
The Toronto Blue Jays are at the Detroit Tigers. This is our best bet over on picks and parlays. If you guys want to check that out, link to that is in the description of the video down below.
And before we move on to the next one, if you guys are interested in going over there, obviously, if you guys are buying premium plays and stuff, check out the leaderboards. You check out who's been on the last 7, the last 30. See who's been hot. I mean, I only say last 30 because me and Nick are currently number 1 on that. Just take a look who's hot. There's definitely value in that stuff. So, and then obviously if you use this link, which is in the description, you can get 50% off our 7 days, which me and Nick are number 3 on that 7-day right now. We've been hitting pretty good lately. So if you guys are interested in going over there, that's where you can do that. And I believe there's the promo code NCAA. Use that on top of that. You can get our 7-day for like $71. That's like $10 a day. Nothing crazy. Right. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. Link in the description.
Sounds good. We'll move on to the next game here. I feel like this is the marquee matchup of the day with the Atlanta Braves hosting the San Francisco Giants here. Kevin Gausman, Max Fried, the pitching matchup. A total of 8.5. Alexia was asking if that was a Wi-Fi fist bump. If you guys don't know, we're in the same room. We're right next to each other. So, yeah.
Give me your hat. We're
right next to each other. So, it wasn't a Wi-Fi fist bump. But looking at this pitching matchup here, Kevin Gausman's 12-5 with a 2.47 ERA, 1.01 WHIP, and 146 innings pitched, 174 strikeouts, and 46 walks. On the other side, Max Fried is 11-7 with a 3.49 ERA, a 1.22 WHIP, 118 innings pitched, 118 2/3 innings pitched, 117 strikeouts, and 34 walks. And looking at this game here, it should be a fun one. And both these teams have been trending a little bit towards the under as of late. The Giants going under in 8 of their last 10 games, 4 in a row. Atlanta 4-5-1 over under in their last 10 games, including going under in 4 of their last 5, with the only one not going under being a push. I'm going first 5 under 4.5 in this one. You can get that for, I believe it was a minus 120 this morning. Let's see. Minus 132 now. Jeez, some more money's coming in on that. I don't mind it. I think we see a good little pitcher's duel here between Fried and Gosman. So we're going first 5 under the 4.5. It is a minus 132.
Yeah, with this one, you're getting two teams that have been pretty hot. I mean, Braves got cooled off a little bit by the Yankees. But looking at Gosman, the Giants have won his last 4 starts that he's pitched. He's been really solid, really consistent. Giants are coming off of a sweep against the Mets, and they're an elite team in elite form. They win today, and they're 40 games over 500. And you're telling me the best team in baseball is an underdog? Yeah, no. I like the Giants in this one, especially with Gosman on the mound. I know he hasn't been the most consistent pitcher lately, but I still think he gets the job done today. I think Atlanta starts to cool down a little bit. I know they were just on a heater overrun. Now they get to go and face they get to face the Giants, and then who do they get to face after the Giants? Giants, Dodgers, and then Colorado in Colorado. So this could be a very sketchy time for the Braves. So I'm going to say they cool down, and I'll probably be betting against them a bunch the next couple of days. I'm grabbing San Francisco at plus money for this one.
Yeah, you're saying that San Fran is a plus money dog. Granted, they are on the road with Gosman, their ace on the mound. Good small little fishy being the best team in baseball, but it is what it is.
No, I mean, and think about this. Giants on the road, 41-25, which is way better than the 31-31 record for Atlanta at home. So,
yeah,
just a thought there. Used to be your room. No, this used to be your gaming room. Nick lives in your room now.
Yeah.
Nick goes to ECU, but I'm not in classes at the moment. No, don't. No, Sean. No, Sean used to be my roommate. So we're cool. 2-leg parlay. Rays over and Giants money line. We like it. 3-leg parlay. Brewers, Yankees, Rays, all minus 1.5. Reds, all minus 1.5. I don't mind it. I really.
The Reds are the
I don't
one
mind
that'll make me sweat with the minus 1.5 because I can see the Reds winning a 4-3 game tonight. So I'd be careful with the Reds.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and move on to this beauty of the matchup.
Oh, yeah. We have the Houston Astros at the Texas Rangers in this one. Jake Odorizzi taking on Otto. Glenn Otto. I have no stats on Otto. This is his either season debut or MLB debut. Odorizzi, on the other hand, 6-6 with a 4.52 ERA, 1.26 WHIP, and 79 2/3 innings pitched, 70 strikeouts, and 29 walks. And looking at this matchup here, it should be a blowout, really. And I kind of like the Astros in this spot. You can get them first 5 minus half a run at minus 137. Yeah, with Houston, they have been struggling a little bit as of late. They have won their last 2 games, so they're getting a little bit back in better form. On the other side, Texas, they're rough. 3-7 in their last 10 games. They've lost 2 in a row, and this is a play I'm going to jump on here. I'm going to fade the rookie making his first start, or at least his first start of the season. Minus 137, Houston Astros first 5 run line. I'm going to hop on that. I think that's a nice little spot here for today.
Let's talk about throwing a pitcher into a pot of boiling water. This will be Glenn Otto's major league debut, and it will be against the Houston Astros. This could either go one of 2 ways. He has a fantastic game and the Texas Rangers win, or he gets absolutely blown up he's out of the game 1 2/3 innings. I don't really see much difference, much other than those two options. I'm not betting this game because I don't know what we're gonna get out of Glenn Otto. Maybe a lean towards the over 9 just because as Allie says, she can hit Jake Odorizzi's fastball. You probably can't, but no, this one's it's probably an over or nothing. I'm not laying minus 195 on the Houston Astros or the minus 127 on that run line. This one's a pass for me. I'm not interested in this game.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, Lex Steele saying my sister just finished dental surgery at ECU. I need to visit App State again after my next trip to Charlotte and miss Outback Burger.
I've never been to Outback Burger.
Dental surgery school. All right. Yeah, if you ever make a trip to ECU, let us know. Well, we have no problem meeting up with people.
Yeah.
But we will move on to our next team here. We have the Milwaukee Brewers are at the Minnesota Twins for this one. Eric Lauer taking on Albers, Andrew Albers, for this pitching matchup here. You can get these Milwaukee Brewers for a minus 130, plus 120 the other way. With the Twins, a total of 9.5 in this game. Where are you looking at getting involved in this one?
This actually will be my last play of the day. I like Milwaukee in this one. I did a free pick video on this game last night, and this Milwaukee team, as Nick keeps saying, is an elite team in elite form. They're only a minus 131 favorite because they're on the road. If they're at home, they're a minus 200. It's got to be Milwaukee or nothing. Eric Lauer has been decent this year, 4-4 with a 3.59 ERA. I don't mind it at all. On the other side, you get Andrew Albers, which has not really pitched that much this year. So I'm just going to go with the team that's playing for something, that's in good form. Milwaukee, they've won 7 out of their last 10, so good run for them. Give me Milwaukee as my final play of the day.
Yeah, looking at this matchup here, Eric Lauer is 4-4 with a 3.59 ERA, a 1.25 WHIP, and 77 2/3 innings pitched. He does have 76 strikeouts and 29 walks. On the other side, Albers is 0-0 with a 2.25 ERA, 0.75 WHIP, 4 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk. So very, very limited sample size from Albers in this matchup here. I'm not a huge fan of this Minnesota team right now. They've been a very big disappointment the entire season. They are 4-6 in their last 10 games. They're playing Milwaukee, which Tim said, is an elite team in elite form. I'm going to jump on this team. Yeah, I feel saying it's a steal makes me nervous because I feel like this could be a trap. This is one of those lines that's kind of making me feel a little uneasy. But I did take the Brewers here in the first 5 innings at that minus half a run, and I got plus money for it. I got plus 102 on the Brewers today for that first 5 run line. So yeah, it seems a little fishy. So I have a feeling I'm walking into a trap here with the Milwaukee Brewers, but at plus money. I can't deny the Brewers, which you said, the only reason why they're only minus 130 is they're on the road. They are a significantly better road team than they are at home. And this is why I think this team can have a really good shot at making going far in the playoffs. They got dominant pitching and they play really well on the road. They're 42-21 on the road this year, 21 games over 500. They are a better road team than they are home. So I do like this Milwaukee Brewers team. First 5 minus a half. I got it at plus 102, and I love that price for it. I feel like this could be a trap, but if I fall in the trap, it is what it is.
That's fine. We got 3 games left. We'll go ahead and move on to Chicago. I'll have my first lock of this slate. Chicago's going to win this matchup. There you go.
I don't know. Chicago's not been playing great as of late, but we're looking at the Cubs and the White Sox here. Minus 190 for the White Sox, around plus 175. Here for the Cubbies, a total of 9 in this game. We're getting Thompson and Keuchel, the pitching matchup here. And looking at this here, Thompson is 3-3 with a 2.42 ERA, 1.32 WHIP, 44 2/3 innings pitched, 44 strikeouts and 24 walks. On the other side, Dallas Keuchel is 8-7 with a 4.71 ERA, a 1.36 WHIP, and 135 2/3 innings pitched, 82 strikeouts and 46 walks. We all know we're not going to get many strikeouts from Dallas Keuchel. It's just not the type of pitcher he is. Looking at this matchup, though, I want really nothing to do with it here. Yes, I understand the White Sox are at home. They are a really good home team at 42-23. On the other side, Chicago is 23-41.
Cubbies.
The Cubbies are on the road. I was going to say Chicago on the road here, so you know which team I was going at here. And it would be White Sox or nothing, obviously, for this matchup here, because while the White Sox are actually still competitive, you can get the White Sox first 5 money line at -170, first 5 run line at -120. I wouldn't talk you guys off of that first 5 run line. I'm personally staying off of this game, though. I just feel like there's no need for me to force action on this one. I do have plays on the last 2 games, so unlike yesterday where I had no plays the last half the night. So once that Minnesota game was over, I was like, all right, that's it for baseball for me. No, tonight I'll have some later games going on. But
yeah,
nothing in this one.
Yeah, I'm not interested in this game. Maybe I could try to talk into a White Sox run line, but it's nothing really I want to go after. Both these teams have been trending under more lately, so we could have maybe that. But I don't like to bet really on the Cubs games right now unless it's against them. And not laying a -192. I'm not really too interested in the run line. We get Keuchel, who's been average this year, Thompson, who's been meh. So I know it's a big matchup between Chicago, and the last time the series popped up, I think the Cubbies did pretty well in that series. I could be wrong. I just want to make sure. I just want to check it. Nope. Cubbies got swept. But it's probably going to be another sweep in this one, but I'm not interested in going after this game.
All right. We will move on to the next matchup then, where we have the New York Yankees at the Oakland Athletics here. We have Sean Manaea taking on one of the top AL Cy Young candidates in Garrett Cole in this matchup here. You can get these Yankees for a -150. It's a +140 the other way with the Yankees. Total of 7.5 in this, or +140 the other way with the Athletics. Total of 7.5 in this game. And looking at this pitching matchup here, Garrett Cole is 12-6 with a 2.92 ERA, a .97 WHIP, 142 innings pitched, 191 strikeouts, and 30 walks. On the other side, Sean Manaea, 8-8 with a 3.77 ERA, a 1.24 WHIP, and 138 innings pitched, 151 strikeouts, and 36 walks. And for me, Sean Manaea is a very hit-or-miss pitcher. And you can tell that by the record. He's 8-8 with a 3.77 ERA. He's a decent pitcher. Don't get me wrong there. He's just someone that I feel like is an ultimate wild card. And you know what you're going to get from Garrett Cole. You're going to get 6 to 7 innings. You're going to get close to 10 strikeouts. And you're going to get maybe 2 earned runs. And you get this New York Yankees team on the 12-game winning streak they are on. And you get the Athletics, who have lost 8 of their last 10 games. They're on a 5-game skid right now. And I want the Yankees in this matchup here. I got the Yankees here at first 5 -0.5 a run at -110. This is definitely a Yankees team where I'm not trying to step in front of this train of 12 straight wins. And I know it is difficult to win 13, 14, 15, whatever. I'm going to ride this Yankees train till it dies. And I will probably come playoff time. I'm looking at 3 teams at the moment where I'll have World Series tickets potentially on them. One being the Tampa Bay Rays, the other being the Milwaukee Brewers, and the third being the New York Yankees, because I think this is potentially the team where their hitting's good, their bullpen's better, and their starting rotation doesn't feel like just Garrett Cole anymore. I mean, they have Nestor Cortez pitching well. They have Jameson Taillon pitching well. They've got a couple of pitchers doing pretty well on this staff. So I think this Yankees team has the talent and the ability to make a long run in the playoffs here. And I have a feeling I'm going to be backing them throughout the playoffs here and potentially to win the World Series, because I think it's about time this Yankees team gets back to the World Series, because they haven't done it since 2009. And so this is the team that has enough talent to do it. The only thing really holding them back, I think, is Aaron Boone. But with that being said, I do like the Yankees here in the first 5 innings, lay the half a run and get a very beautiful -110 price tag on this Yankees team.
Yeah, I'm very tempted to go after the over. Yankee bats have been solid lately, except for both teams have been heavy trending to the under. Yankees have only gone over in 4 out of their last 10 games. Oakland has only gone over 2 in their last 10 games. One of those games being last night when freaking 12 runs in the first 5 innings. I see this one being a little bit of a lower scoring game, though. Sean Manaea, Garrett Cole, both have been solid this year. Manaea, 3.77 ERA, decent enough. Garrett Cole, slightly below 3. So I think this will be a solid pitching matchup. Nothing I got interested in because I'm not laying a -150 with the Yankees. I don't think this game will be high enough scoring for this one to be a run line for the Yankee option for me. I've bet the Yankees enough. I think this is the game that I start. Because normally my number for not betting teams on streaks is 8-9 games. For winning streaks, losing streaks, I'll go all day. I don't care. But this is just not one that I'm interested in.
Yeah, I understand with that one. But we will move on to our final game of the night here. We're Chapman, yeah.
I hate the Yankees because when you bet on them, they never make the game easy because of freaking Aroldis Chapman. Yeah. Never.
But we will get the last game here. The Seattle Mariners are hosting these Kansas City Royals, -175 for the Mariners. It's a +160 here for the Royals. A total of 8 runs in this game. Very disappointing result for the Mariners last night. Up 4-1, and then they lose 6-4. Logan Gilbert, Chris Bubic, the pitching matchup in this one. Your thoughts on the last game of the night?
Bubic! No, I'm kidding. No, this one's a pass for me. Probably a lean towards the over. I think 8's a little bit too low. Bubic has not pitched particularly well. Gilbert's been hit his last couple of starts. Keep in mind, Gilbert is still number 4 on pitcher profit rankings. The Seattle Mariners are 11-6 when he pitches, up $821. The one big thing is that this line is just way too wide. -174 for the Seattle Mariners. Yes, they're a good home team, but honestly, this might be a Kansas City lean. Kansas City, 7 out of their last 10. Seattle, 6 out of their last 10. And Kansas City's just been playing better. I passed on this game. Can't fade the boob. So, no. Passing on this one.
Yeah, looking at this matchup here for me, Chris Bubic is 4-6 with a 4.94 ERA, a 1.46 WHIP, and 93 innings pitched. He has 82 strikeouts and 46 walks. On the other side, Logan Gilbert's 5-5 with a 5.16 ERA, a 1.17 WHIP, 92 innings pitched, or 82 innings pitched, 92 strikeouts and 19 walks. And I like Logan Gilbert in this spot. They're going up against a Kansas City team that doesn't particularly hit well. Chris Bubic is not a pitcher I particularly trust. And if only Bubic could have pitched yesterday, I said we could have faded the boob with the cooch. But unfortunately, we get Gilbert here. That I'm all over the Mariners in this spot. I like them first 5 minus the half a run at -120. I think this is a nice little spot to take the Mariners after they did cash that first 5 yesterday, but they collapsed full game. So we're going Mariners here, first 5 minus half a run in this game.
Yeah, that sounds good. But that is the complete MLB slate for tomorrow. Keep in mind, tomorrow we will have some college football to talk about as well. But that's it for baseball for today. Before we go and jump into a recap, do my housekeeping like I normally do. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share. Keep helping us grow the channel. We appreciate all the support. Obviously, if you guys have not checked out all the links in the description, go ahead and do so with our Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook. Picks and parlays and premium plays all down there. Especially check out the Twitter pinned tweet. We hit 100 followers on Twitter. Go ahead, check that out. Our pinned tweet is going to be our Twitter giveaway. I think we're doing like a 7-day pass that we're going to be giving away. So go over to Twitter, make sure you're following us, and comment on that one on our pinned tweet to enter the giveaway. That will be on Sunday, probably Sunday like 1 o'clock or something. I'll do like a little bit of a video of a spin. Whoever it lands on will win 1 week of premium plays from our Twitter giveaway. Go check that out at Bets Earle on Twitter. And then picks and parlays scheduling for today. Today's Friday, so Craig had his show at 10. Me and Nick had obviously at 11. Higgs will be on in about 10 minutes. Allie with Morning Wood at 1:30. Me and Nick and Lenny at game time decision at 6. Probably some type of total chaos tonight as well. Maybe even she might even throw some college football in there. We'll see. And I think Higgs is doing some type of late night show, and then I'm doing a Counter-Strike show sometime today. Not entirely sure when. Probably later on tonight, 9 o'clock. I'll be doing the Counter-Strike show as well. Oh, Nick, are you doing a UFC thing?
Yeah, I'll probably have a UFC show tonight as well.
Sounds good. Lots of content coming out, so make sure you guys are subscribed, notifications on, and let's go ahead and jump into our recap. I like Philadelphia game going under, St. Louis game going under. I like the Reds, I like the Giants, and I like the Brewers today as my 5 plays for today.
Yeah, I have a little bit more action for this one. I like the over in Tampa Bay and Baltimore. I'm going with the Yankees on the first 5 run line. I'm going with the Cardinals on the first 5 run line, as well as St. Louis San Fran and Atlanta. I read that quick. First 5 under 4.5. I'm going over in Boston. I'm going with the Milwaukee Brewers here in the first 5 run line, as well as Seattle, Houston, and Tampa Bay first 5 run lines. And then going Arizona, first 5 money line, plus 210 against the Philadelphia Phillies.
That works. But that should, he's looking forward to the MMA stream. That should do it for us for today. Nick, go ahead and finish it on out.
Yeah, that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here on ESB, which is 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on the day, for the Earle Sports Bet Show. But that's going to just about do it for this one. My name is Nicholas Earle. I was joined here by my brother Tim. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and good luck today.
See you guys.